Hi friends, thank you for coming back and visiting with me today. Yes, we are outside because it is spectacular out and it's going to rain for the next few days. So I thought I gotta take advantage of it. I even did a little bit of gardening this morning. If you can see, my stacker pots are getting filled. I hope to finish them later this afternoon. But now I'm just gonna take a little bit of time and do some crochet. And this is the project I mentioned in the haul that I just shared with you. The Creative Grandma Premier Yarns $100 gift card challenge. Wow, that's a mouthful. And we are going to start the blanket. I have roughly about 7 days, about a week to really work on this and hopefully finish it before I have to move on to the next thing, because I have a very set schedule for the next few weeks. But if you didn't see my haul, this is the color box I went with. They offered 2 boxes. So they offered a bright bold color and then these colors. And these colors just screamed Lynn to me. The more pastel, romantic, soft colors. And when I look, and by the way, all the information, because Matt from Gilded Loop Crochet is also hosting a contest using these same yarns, and you can use what you're making for Creative Grandmas to send to him as part of his contest. Unfortunately, because shipping would cost me to sell an organ to mail a baby blanket to Matt, I will not be entering that part of the contest, but I will be entering the Creative Grandma part. And Matt is going to be donating the baby blankets to his local foster community, local foster agency. That's the word I'm looking for. And I have been doing that also. I looked into it. Matt inspired me to look into that, and they do accept them here. Quilts, knitted, crocheted, sewed, all that. So this will probably end up being just for me, and if this turns out the way I hope, I'm so excited. So I told you in my haul I would tell you what my idea is. When I saw these colors, first I thought, oh, those are beautiful, those are me. And then the very next thing I thought, oh, that looks like a sunset to me. Specifically, this sunset. Is this not gorgeous? This was from our back step, late April. And it literally took my breath away. And sunsets and sunrises always do. And I hope they always do. I hope I always stop to marvel at the beauty of them. I'm in my 50s and I haven't stopped yet. So hopefully I won't stop. But it looked like that to me. And I know some of you might look at these and think, really? But they did. I mean, they may not be exactly the exact same colors, but that's what I thought. So I thought, well, maybe we can make this look like a sunset. So that's what we're going to try. But while I waited for the yarn to arrive, I did some notes, typed them all out, figured out how I'm going to use them. Hopefully this is going to work. This is the Premier Anti-Pilling yarn. It is a 3-weight. I have already chained just because I wanted one. That's the most boring part of crocheting, and I wanted to see if a 4mm hook was going to be what I want, and that's what it is called for on the label, is 4mm. So this is the softest yarn, friends. My goodness, this is so squishy soft. I wanted to make sure, because I didn't want to start it, because it's 91 and I didn't want to start it all over again. So I have chained to 91 with the 4mm hook. I am starting with white first. I got my colors. I kept looking at the picture and saying, okay, these would go here, and let's hope this works, because I really don't have time to get halfway through this and frog it and realize it didn't. So hopefully this is going to look like what I have in my mind when I'm done. Who knows? And it's probably, if I figured out the math right, which I probably did not, I'm going to be doing the Suzette stitch. That's the stitch I'm going to be doing and seeing how it works. We're also going to be working from top to we're going to be starting with like the upper evening sky is where so I'm going to be working down from the sunset, and approximately 30 by 36 ish. We'll see when we're done. Like I said, math's not my strong suit. So I had to put a lot of calculations into a lot of sites to figure it out. So we'll figure if that's right. So let's get started, and we're going to stay out as long as we can because it is clouding up a bit, but I also have laundry to hang out. And of course, my sidekick, Lily. What are you doing? Oh, you can't get seen now. You're on camera view. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There she is. They want to see you. There's our cameo, Lily cameo for the day. Of course, she's out here with me because she loves being outside. So, okay, let's get started. Lil, excuse me. I need to start crocheting, and now my hook is stuck in my. There we go. Do you mind? Apparently, Lily doesn't want me to start crocheting. Lil, I have to start. Yes, I know. I know. Oh, you're warm. You was laying in the sun. You want to say hi to everyone? Say hi. Right there. Okay. Now we're going to get started. So if you don't know the Suzette stitch, it's just a single double crochet in one stitch. You skip the next and you just keep repeating. And I really like it. The blanket that's on the back of my chair in my videos that you see that I used with the, oh no, with the antique rose blossom yarn, that was a Suzette stitch and I really liked it. So this is what I'm hoping. So I'm going to skip the first stitch and we're going to start. Single and a double, and then you just skip the next stitch. So we're going to skip that one and then single, double, and that's it. It really makes quite a beautiful texture. Single or skip, and I loved it. So I thought it would make a really nice stitch for this design. Let's hope I'm not wrong. Yes, we moved back inside because my camera and my phone, which I use to work my camera, did not like how warm it was getting. Like, they were not liking it. And Lily wasn't liking it. I don't know if you can see her. She is right there. But I got my first 2 rows done. So there's 2 rows of white. I also need to move back in here because I can hear the wash machine when it's done. And I want to get my towels hung out. And then it'll probably be lunchtime. Yep. And then we'll probably move back into my crochet room just because it's more comfortable out there for us, isn't it? But it's nice to be out in the light. Yeah, not in that dungeon that we're always in lately, huh? She is my crochet buddy. Okay, so we've got the 2 rows of white done. I think our next colorway, if I can slide this out, the camera tripod is on my notes. The next colorway we're going to start with is the light blue. Did I mention how many yards or whatever was in these? I don't think I did. I did in my haul. But, so it is, 54 yards is in each one of these. So they're just itty bitty baby ones. They're cute. But I'm reminded why I don't like working for the most part. There are a few yarns I don't mind the 3 weight. Cotton Sprout and Cotton Hipster is one of them. I find it's been a little splitty. I've had to go back in a couple of times and redo some stitches because they split on me. So it's taken me a little bit longer to do these 2 rows than honestly it should have, because I'm having to constantly go back in. So I'm not impressed with that. I don't know if maybe I should change my hook or what, but okay. Let's add on our color. It's been a whirlwind of an afternoon. We're actually getting ready to have supper, and I've been able to work on it a little bit. Where the heck did it go? Did it fall? It fell. Okay. But yeah, I got my garden 98% planted. After supper, David's going to help, and we're going to finish because I ran out of room in my stacker pots. So we ran to the store and got hanging pots to hang off our deck to finish planting my basil and stuff. But anyway, I am so happy. I'm really, 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 really happy with the way this is turning out. So we've got 2 rows of white, 2 rows of light blue, 2 rows of what I'm going to call aqua, another 2 rows of light blue, and then the lavender purple, that was 3 rows. And now I am starting, so this is part of the purple sunset sky. I'm starting on 3 rows of the lavender mauve, I think. I have another one written down here as dusty mauve, so I'm pretty sure this is the one I said. Pretty sure this is the one I wrote down in my notes. Like I said, they don't have numbers, names rather. I am tired. They don't have names, so I've had to name them myself. But so this is from the top, and I'm really happy so far. It's pretty much looking like I'd hoped. So now we're getting ready to start the sky. So I'm gonna have supper, gonna finish planting my garden, and then work a little bit this evening on, because I'd love to get down to the, I'd like to get this part done and then another section. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But we're trucking well. It goes pretty quick. This Suzette stitch. And isn't it, oh, that's the way it goes. Isn't that Suzette stitch beautiful? I just think it's so pretty. There we go. I just think it's so, so pretty. And I think it was the right stitch for this. And it's only 90 stitches, so it goes pretty quick. I think this is actually going to end up being a really good size wall hanging. Like, perfect. So I'm really, really, really happy. Yeah. So, okay. I just wanted to give you an update. I'm trucking along. I hope I can get one row of this lavender mauve in before supper's done. So I actually got a lot done on this last night while I was watching Matt from Gilded Loop Crochets live. It was fun. It was a lot of fun until I just got too exhausted. And I got quite a bit done, and I'm going to show you my progress. I'm loving this so much. Is there a couple of things I wish I could change? Yeah, but it's very strict about the rules about only using the colors in the box. So I've already got plans to possibly do another one. But I also want, okay. Yeah, I mean, I wish I could have a few more different shades of purples and blues, but I have to go with the rules and I can only use what's in the box, which is fine. It's still coming out beautiful. I wanted to give a quick update. Creative Grandma's contest, it does not have to be a blanket. That's only if you're sending a baby blanket to Matt. Since I'm not doing that, this can be anything, which is good because this is turning into a wall hanging. It won't be a baby blanket. And I want to know, I already have ideas where I'd like to make another one. I have so many ideas because I do want to try bringing in some more colors. I get asked a lot about doing crochet-alongs, CALs, and I never quite know what to do. And I enjoy joining them, and I think it would be fun hosting one. I'm wondering, would you all be interested in doing a wall hanging of this? And I'll show you in a second how far I've gotten. It won't be anytime soon, but it will be a little bit smaller than this, so it can go a little bit quicker. And I need time to design it and everything. But would this be something you'd be interested in doing as a crochet-along? And if you don't know what crochet-along is you join. Once you join, you get so much of the pattern each week, or however long I decide to give everybody. If I say it comes in 4 parts. First week, you're going to get, I don't know, the first 20 rows of the pattern. And you'll have a week to finish that. The second week, I'll release the second part of the pattern, and you'd have so long to do that. The third week, and so on. So let me know if that is something you'd like to see. I think it'd be a great way for me to start some crochet-alongs, and if it's successful, I certainly like to do more. Because anytime I get to interact with all of you, that's the whole reason for this channel. I love being able to interact with other yarn addicts and crochet lovers. So yeah, just let me know down in the comments if you think that's something you'd be interested in. But this is what we have so far. Now remember, I am making this from the top down. So this is what we have so far. I'm so happy. What do you all think? I am so happy with how it's turning out. We're just now starting this little golden taupe color here, but we are running out to do some errands. It's a really yucky day, and I plan to come back and do a lot more crocheting, but the Suzette stitch for this, I think, was the right choice. I am so happy. It's actually moving along pretty quickly. So the golden tan I just started is row 15 out of 25 rows. So obviously, like I said, this is going to be a wall hanging. A little bit bigger than I would like for a wall hanging, but that's okay. I'm very, very happy with it. So yeah, like I said, I wish I could do some different shades of blues and purples, but I can only go with what I'm with. I can only use what I have, and we didn't get a lot of those colors, but it's still looking, I think, beautiful. And it is so soft. Now, some of the colors, I'm not going to lie, some of these colors have split. They absolutely have. It's weird how certain colors split and certain don't. This is so soft to the touch. I had Grace look at this and she touched it. She goes, wow, that's soft. I said, it is. It is very, very soft. I mean, for a wall hanging, you don't need it to be soft, but, and we will possibly use a different yarn than this too. like I said, I have a lot to think about, and I don't even want to think about it until I know there's interest in it. But yeah, I absolutely am so happy with it. And some of the colors have split. I've changed out. I've only got a couple of size 4 hooks. I don't have a lot of them. No, see, that's 4.5. I don't have a lot of them in that size. So one of my errands today might be going to see if I can find another 4 hook and see if that makes a difference, because that can make a difference. I've tried 2. I've tried my Prim, which is what I've been using, and I also tried one of my furls. I just, I got suckered into loving these because of how pretty they are. And all my furls hooks I bought clearanced. I never paid full price for them. I'm finding this hard now. Like 2 years ago when I bought this, almost, yeah, 3 years ago actually, almost 3 years ago, my hands were also in a different condition than they are now. Now this is almost painful and hard for me to hold on to. I kind of need the roundish, flatter ones, if that makes sense. Or like these ones are round, but they have this thing here I can hold on to. I don't really have that with these. So the furls hook wasn't working with me. I love using my Prim, but I'm just wondering if I use a different style hook, if that would keep it from splitting. So I'm going to try. It may not affect it, but we'll see what we can find. But there's my update. I'm really, really happy with it. Okay, friends, I'm getting ready to start row 18. So I've made a little bit of progress. It's the same day from just a few seconds ago from the morning, but when we got home from running our errands, I changed and got more comfy. So it is the same day. I want to say too, I picked up a Clover Amour size 4 hook. It was the only 4 they had available. That wasn't the Prim, which I already have. My yarn's not splitting with this at all. I've done 1, 2, 3 colors since I got home with it. And it's not splitting at all. But would you like to see the progress? I'm so happy with it. Here we go. So we've got, I can't remember when I left off. Did I already have, I think I had all the pinks done. So now we're going down into the yellows. So like the colors of the sun. I am really happy. I think it's turning out great. Goodness gracious, I love the Suzette stitch. I think I know I am going to try and design my own cardigan, and I think I'm going to do the Suzette stitch. I may be taking on more than I can chew, but I think I've made enough now that I kind of figured out the basic construction for one. We'll see. We'll see. So, okay, we're getting ready to add cream, which I have not used yet. So, it's funny how, well, I mean, some colors I had to do 5 rows, and that was all I could do with the pale pink. I literally, the pale pink that's hanging here, and yes, I could sew in my ends, but every time I do that while I'm working, I jinx myself and I have to frog something. So I don't sew my ends in anymore until the very end, because I just, usually, sometimes I will, if it's a huge project and it's getting in the way. Spoiler alert, something you're going to be seeing very soon from my 100 Days to Fall videos coming out soon. But this is all that's left of the pale pink skein, like just this string that's hanging here. And I could probably cut that, make them at least shorter. But I'm telling you, I always jinx myself when I go to sew them in, and then bam, it's harder to frog. So, okay. Row 18, here we go. I think I'm going to be able to get this done much quicker than I thought. So I'm pretty excited. Well, it has been several days since I finished my wall hanging for the contest. And as I can't even remember if I've already mentioned this, so if I have, forgive me. For Creative Grandma, you could literally make anything as long as you used all those colors. Matt's contest challenge is to make a baby blanket. So I originally thought it was going to be a baby blanket. I said that during my haul when I showed receiving the yarns. But quickly as I was going, I realized this is not going to be big enough, and I could have adjusted and redesigned, but I had very limited amount of time that I had set aside to make this. So there's been a little bit of drama with it. So I'm going to share it in just a second. I finished it, I loved it, and I realized, okay, I think I need to sew some loops, make some loops to put on the top to hang it on the dowel. So first I tried this, and it was too busy. I did not like that. I was trying to use all the colors I had left because I did use up some colors completely in this box. And I didn't like it. I'm like, I don't like that. So I thought, I have a lot of white left, a lot of white. Let's just make 2 loops. So I made them, sewed them on, got the ends in. I'm like, okay, that works. Well, when I hung it up, it wasn't hanging the way I wanted, not the way I envisioned. So I put it away and I went to bed. And as I'm falling asleep, I thought, oh, let's just do a solid white column across, like a curtain, and put the dowel through the whole way. That's what we'll do in the morning, Lynn. So I got up the next day, came right down first thing, made my cup of tea, which I have right now, sitting here. I need this because when I tell you I cried over this while hanging, I am not kidding. So I came down that morning, sat down, and started to take it all apart because, of course, I'd sewn in all the ends and everything. And I cut the wrong yarn. And yes, the first couple of rows became a nightmare. I lost the white row I actually had crocheted. That was completely gone. I had to rip that out. I tried to save the light blue. I only used a very little of that too. I tried to save that row as best I could. And I made the sleeve the whole way across out of the rest of the white yarn I had. So I still was able to use all the colors. And I cried. I cried so hard because I thought, this is not perfect, and I can be a bit of a perfectionist. And I definitely see a few of the imperfections in that very top light blue row. But here it is. And I am very, very happy. Other than that, this is pretty much what I was hoping. It totally looks like the sunset to me that inspired this. Obviously, if I make another one, which I'm thinking about, is making a CAL, a crochet-along, I will be doing different colors because I do wish I had, because even David said, it's beautiful, Lynn. And he said, well, how come you didn't add more of the purples from the picture? And I'm like, well, because this is the only purples I could use. He's like, oh, okay. So I was able even to use that really dark grayish blue, the greens that represented kind of the trees that were in the top, in that picture. So yeah, I'm a little upset because it's not perfect. I'm still going to send it off to Creative Grandma. I honestly have I have no intentions of winning this contest anyway. That was never the intent for this contest. As I said, I just love doing the challenges. Whenever anyone has a challenge on YouTube that I think is interesting, I love joining them. It's fun. It kind of breaks up your monotony sometimes of the content you're making, adds a little bit of a break from everything else you're doing. And I wanted to try these yarns, and I'm going to talk about these yarns in just a second. I'm happy with it. I hope they see my vision. I am going to send a picture of the sunset with my wall hanging to Creative Grandma, Glenda, I believe her name is. Oh, I hope that's right. Just to show her, I did use them, and maybe a little twist on what everybody else is making. So I'm happy with it. I think it came out okay. Yeah, I cut the wrong yarn. So this is the mess that I have left here. And I want to talk about these yarns. So these are, get one out that still has a label, the Premier Light 3. It's a DK anti-pilling yarn. And y'all know, I'm a Premier girl. I'm an affiliate because I believe that much in their yarns. And I love their anti-pilling, but this DK weight, I won't buy it again. I'm not a fan of DK weights to begin with. And as soft as this is, and it is soft, it is insanely soft and squishy. I almost think it's a detriment a bit because of how light it is, this split terribly. I tried 3 different hooks. I tried a furls, I tried a loops and thread, and eventually I bought a clover more and a 4 because I didn't have one. That was a lot better. It definitely improved it. And some colors didn't split at all. It was very strange. But a lot of these colors split. And it took me twice as long because I'd have to go back and fix those stitches. So in good conscience, I would not say that I would not be buying this yarn again. I really wouldn't. And it hurts me to say that because, like I said, I love Premier. But the greens didn't split. That was interesting. None of the greens split. But a lot of the blue split, the purple split, those colorways, I found those were splitty terribly, awfully terribly. And it's just not my favorite weight. Like Grace even said, she goes, Mom, I can't get over how soft that wall hanging is. It is soft, friends. It is so soft. But I find most DK weights are what we used to call baby weights. If you've been crocheting long enough, you know, baby yarn. That's what we used to call size 3 yarn. I find most of them split. And I think it's because of how lightweight they are. I have no proof of this. That's just my opinion. But yeah, I'm really disappointed in those yarns. So that is my Creative Grandma Challenge of using what I am calling the Soft Romantic Boho colorway. Premier didn't call it that, but that's what I think it says to me. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you some ideas to think outside the box. It was a lot of fun. And again, make sure you let me know down in the comments if you would like to see a crochet along, specifically maybe this kind of wall hanging. I'm also thinking of some others, but they'll be later in the year. I've got a jam-packed summer of filming that I'm planning for all of you, so it won't be anytime soon. And yeah, let me know what you think. Did I nail it? Does it look like a sunset to you or not? Thanks for watching, friends. I appreciate it so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hype, all those good things. And we will see you in the next one. Take care.